Hi, my name is Erin Hildebrand, and I'll be talking to you about why we need to stop the practice of captive dolphins. So, dolphins are very intellectual creatures. They're actually second to humans when it comes to their intellect. So, dolphins have intricate neocortexes and distinctive folds of the cerebral cortex. Both the neocortex and the cerebral cortex are associated with information processing. Dolphins also have von Economo neurons. These neurons are linked in humans to the ability to sense what others are thinking, also known as intuition. Dolphins also have a limbic system. This makes them able to experience emotions. These emotions can include joy, grief, anger, frustration, and love. In other words, dolphins can feel grief when they lose a loved one, or feel love when a new calf is born into the pod. Dolphins are also known to be self-aware. Researchers marked a dolphin with a marker, and immediately the dolphin went to inspect himself in the mirror. This means that dolphins are able to recognize themselves in a mirror, a feat that humans are only able to do at the age of 2. Dolphins are believed to have their own unique whistles that are thought to be used for individual recognition, much like how human names work. Dolphins can comprehend sentence structure. In one study, researchers taught a bottlenose dolphin a simple sign language and generated computer sound language. Using these sign and sound languages, the dolphins could understand simple sentences and word combinations. So dolphins live in complex societies. They live in pods that can include over 100 dolphins, and these pods are based on family, friends, and kinship, much like human relationships. They engage in cooperative hunting and share resources throughout the pod. Again, like humans, calves have long-term relationships with their mothers. Dolphins play, bond, imitate, learn from each other, and pass down information from generation to generation, again, like humans. Dolphins also have different types of behavior. So, dolphins are predators, and they hunt different kinds of live fish and squid. They spend most of their time traveling to find different food sources. In one study, it was shown that dolphins spend at least 56.7% of their time traveling. Dolphins live in complex societies with their own culture and dialects and have close ties with family and friends. Dolphins also rely heavily on their hearing. Echolocation is their sensory system, similar to the use of eyes in humans. They use sounds to find mates, to migrate, to communicate, forage, nurse, care for their young, and escape predators. Now, the question that this has been leading to is it morally right to keep dolphins in captivity? I believe that it is not morally right. So, when dolphins are in captivity, they can't socialize with related dolphins like they would in the wild. In fact, in captivity, dolphins are often paired with unrelated dolphins that don't even come from the same part of the world. Or they can even be put with different species which they would never meet in the wild. This can cause aggression, stress, injury, and sometimes death. Dolphins also can't use their predatory instincts to hunt when they're in captivity. This reduces them to lowly scavengers as their trainers feed them, and they're only fed dead fish. In the wild, dolphins spend 80 to 90% of their time above water, while their captive counterparts spend 80% of their time near the surface or above the water. Captive dolphins get easily frustrated because there's nothing in the tanks to stimulate their complex minds. They are forced to rely on their trainers for everything, which rids them of their autonomy that is so needed in the wild. Dolphins are confined to small tanks that have nothing but smooth sides, which disables them from using their echolocation that they rely on in the wild. All the sounds around them, including the music, the clapping, and yelling from the crowd, overwhelm their hearing, which causes stress and frustration as they are unable to escape these sounds. So there are some arguments for captive dolphins, and one of them is that they are important for research. Now, because of the setting that these captive dolphins are in, research has little effect because the dolphins aren't showing their natural behavior. They're actually trained to show different exaggerated behaviors. And another argument was that captive dolphins can educate the public. Again, I don't believe that this is a good argument because the dolphins are trained to perform for the people, which again doesn't show their normal behavior and how they would behave in the wild. So it's not educating them properly. So the final comparison I have here is wild dolphins' lives are unpredictable and competitive. They socialize throughout their pods and hunt across a vast expanse, moving almost constantly. They encounter new situations that challenge their complex brains and spend their life underwater, roaming the vast expanse that humanity hasn't conquered. But captive dolphins are confined to tight, barren spaces and follow a scheduled life, always knowing what will happen next. They have no need to hunt or forage for food and need little movement. Their life is lived above the surface, entertaining the public, who knows nothing about their struggles. I hope this video helped you to see that captive dolphins are a bad thing and that we need to push to stop it. Thank you.